Welcome back, people. Today we're brewing Cooper's Pale Ale. Welcome back to the channel. Last time we made Munton's Golden Ale. Today we want to make Cooper's Australian Pale Ale, and we're going to make it with what they recommend, which is Brew Enhancer number 2. We've got our fermenter down here already with sanitizer inside. We're just going to crack into this can and we're going to start. Here we go. Okay, there's the Cooper's yeast that comes with the can. Now there's mixed reviews about this, so I'm just going to put that to the side. I'm not going to throw it out. I'll hold on to it, and then in the future maybe I'll get a chance to use it. This is a new can opener. I kind of struggled with my last video opening that can, so I said nope, we're going to learn from our mistakes. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see all this. It's opening up really well and a lovely malty smell. I'm going to keep some of the can attached so that I don't make a mess of it. So that's the malt in there. Hopefully you guys can see that right there. We're going to be using that very soon. So that can opener worked a treat. That was amazing. This is the Brew Enhancer number 2 that they recommend using with this, and from my understanding it's just got some dextrose sugar, it's got some dry malt in there, and then it's got some multi-dextrin, I think is what it is. So it's just a dry powder. Quick sanitize of the scissors. The dry stuff, I'm gonna throw it all into the barrel, and then I'm going to get some of the boiling water. I'm only going to put half of the boiling water because I want the other half to help me dissolve the very thick malt. So let's get half of the boiling water, which just came out of the boil. I think that's plenty. We'll get our paddle, get the old sanitizer, and let's sanitize. And you guys can see, if I mix it around, there's no more dough balls. Now, let's get the malt. Here's the liquid malt all going in. I wanted to put this in boiling hot water, but I skipped a step. So while that goes in, I'll start mixing it. I know you guys probably won't have the best view of that. It's very, very, very thick. We are going to be adding some more boiling water. I'm just going to put it into the can. I'll use the boiling water into the can to get the remainder, and then I'm going to add the boiling water from the can. Okay, here's what was left of that liquid malt. I've added some boiling water from the kettle, and I'm just stirring that around to get the rest of it, and I'll be getting that out. I'll just get some more out of here. Okay, that's about as much as I'm happy to get. I'm going to use the rest of the boiling water to try and clean the paddle because I got some on the handle. And that's pretty much all of the ingredients mixed in. I'll just make sure that it's nice and thoroughly mixed in. Beautiful. I'm not feeling any more thick heaviness in there. I think that's very thoroughly mixed. Okay, in goes cold water. This is just some spring water from Coles. We bought this for $4.75. I think they recently went up in price by $1. It's a bit aggressive. We are getting a lot of foam, but it is introducing a lot of oxygen, and I am going to introduce my own with a little device that I have anyway. So that's just fine. We want to reach the 23-liter mark. Okay, that's the first. That is a lot of foam. I may not even have to introduce my own oxygen to it. Looks, we've still got a little bit of water. That was about 20 liters, but because of the water that we added in the kettle, that's already plenty. In goes our Lalman's Servomayers. This is a yeast nutrient. It recommends 1 tablet with 4 to 26 liters of wort. So we're going to open that up and pop that in there. Okay. Now, Star San. Let's get that thoroughly mixed in. Okay, it's got plenty of oxygen. You can see a whole bunch of bubbles, but I am going to introduce my own near the bottom just to be sure. And I want to give a quick thank you to SS Adams, who commented on part 1 of my A Beginner Tries to Brew Beer video, and gave me the tip that this little plastic thing is a filter and that I have to cut the lines and install it in there. So thank you very much, Adams. I have taken your advice. I'll just add some oxygen near the bottom. I think this has plenty, and it's not really necessary just because of how vigorous we added the water. And here's the last ingredient, the yeast that we're using. My very first stout turned out so good with this yeast that I decided to use it again. All right, next, we seal her back up. Just sanitizing. Lid goes on. Okay. Airlock. This airlock has been stained a little bit by my stout, but it is very thoroughly cleaned. I've cleaned it a lot. I tried to get that stain out. I couldn't. It's just a stain, but it is very, very thoroughly clean. I'll add some sanitizer to that. That sanitizer is Star San. Okay, that goes in there. Little lid. And we're done. That's part 1. I'm gonna ferment this until it's done fermenting. I'm also gonna check a gravity reading, and we will get back to you soon.